Why, hi there, I'm Ron Juckett, and welcome to Boston Red Sox Replay 2004. Tonight from the Sky Dome, it's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox got a huge win last night from a 1-0 4-hit shutout by Pedro Martinez, with Kevin Millar with a big solo shot in the 7th to give the Red Sox their 6th win of the year. They go to 6-7. They play the last place Toronto Blue Jays tonight with Ted Lilly pitching. It's a different looking lineup for the Red Sox this evening. Let's give it to you. Mark Bellhorn leads off and plays second. Bill Miller is at third. He'll bat second. David Ortiz will play first tonight and bat third. Manny Ramirez in left will clean up. Kevin Millar, who, as I said, hit the big home run last night to give the Red Sox their only run, bats fifth and plays right. Ellis Burks will DH and bat sixth. Gabe Kapler is in center field. That's why Bellhorn's leading off. He'll bat seventh. Doug Mirabelli's behind the plate, batting eighth, and Pokey Reese will bat ninth because Tim Wakefield is on the mound. Now, Ted Lilly is on the mound for Toronto. The defense surrounding him. Frank Coronado going to left, Vernon Wells in center, Reed Johnson in right. Eric Hinsky is at third, Gomez is at short, Orlando Hudson is at second, Carlos Delgado is at first, and Greg Myers is behind the plate for Lilly. Lilly is 1 for 1 on the year with a 4.50 ERA. In 12 innings, he's allowed 16 hits, 5 home runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. He's good for about 115 pitches. So Mark Bellhorn steps to the plate at 300, 2 homers, and 6 RBI. And Lilly gets him to strike out on an 0-2 pitch. The dimensions here, I forgot to give them to you last night. 328 down the lines, 375 into the power alleys, and 400 at the dead center. This opened up in 1989 Sky Dome and was the last of the ultra-modern multi-purpose parks to open. It was heralded as a major wonder when it opened, and by the time that Camden Yards opened in 92, it was considered a dinosaur. And this was it. This was the last dome to open. I mean, the Devil Rays moved into Tampa, and it was an expansion team into Tampa, but the Trop was already open. All right, Bill Miller, 192, 2 homers and 6 RBI. Here's the pitch. Miller hits a fly ball to shallow left. Colorado's there, 2 out. David Ortiz at 353, coming back down to earth a bit, 4 homers and 17 RBI. Lefty versus lefty, fly ball to shallow right. Johnson's there to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 1/2. No score. So Tim Wakefield is up. Will pitch. Manny Ramirez in left. Gabe Kapler, who's not all that great in the center. Kevin Millar, who's average in right. Bill Miller at short. Pokey Reese at Bill Miller at third. This was the part that came with the game. I didn't draw this one. Pokey's at short. Mark Bellhorn at second. David Ortiz at first. And Doug Mirabelli will catch Tim Wakefield, who really needs to have a better game. And 2 starts, he's 0-2, with an earned run average of 10-13. In 10 innings, he's allowed 19 hits, 2 homers, walked 4, and struck out 9. And is allowing the league to hit 365 against him. Coronado is at 224, with no homers and 2 RBI. Wakefield delivers a strikeout and starts this one on. A curveball tipped into the glove of Doug Mirabelli. That'll bring up Eric Hinsky, who's at 326, 1 homer and 8 RBIs. Vernon Wells will bat third. Carlos Delgado will bat fourth. Josh Phelps, the DH, will bat fifth. Myers, the catcher, bats sixth. Johnson will bat seventh. Hudson bats eighth, and Gomez, the shortstop, will bat ninth. Hinsky takes strike 3. So Wakefield has fluttered in 2 curveballs and for 2 strikeouts. And now bring up Vernon Wells, who is at 255, 1 homer and 5 RBI. Here's the pitch. And Wakefield gets the side. A knuckler this time, strike 3 called, and it's a 1-2-3 first for the Red Sox against the Blue Jays. We played 1, no score. Ted Lilly will face Ramirez, Millar, and Burks. Manny is at 255, 4 homers and 9 RBI. Pitch to Ramirez is low and away, ball 4. Play-by-play says up high. Here's Millar. Kevin is at 261, 2 homers and 4 RBI, and has a 9-game hitting streak. And he's hit. Well, that's one of those unintentional, intentional plunkings. Millar doesn't say anything as he goes down to first. Ellis Burke's at 364, no homers and an RBI. Manny on second, Millar on first, and Lilly in trouble here in the second. Here's the pitch. Burke strikes out. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called. So 1 out. That's the second tonight for Lilly. And that'll bring up Gabe Kapler, who is at 118, no homers and no RBI. He strikes out. Waves way ahead of an 0-2 fastball. I'll bring up Barabelli. Doug is 1 for 9 on the year. No homers or RBI. Sox have 2 on, 2 out here in the second. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball right back to Lilly. Throws over to Delgado to retire the side. So the Sox will stray in 2. After 1.5, it's Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. So Carlos Delgado, Josh Phelps, and Greg Myers will bat here in the second. Delgado at 327, 1 homer and 7 RBI. Wakefield surrenders the walk to Delgado on a full count. A rare fastball from Timmy on ball 4. Josh Phelps the batter. Josh at 286, 3 homers and 9 RBI. Here's a ground ball, foul. 1-2 to Josh Phelps. Wakefield delivers. There's a pop-up center field. Kapler is there, 1 out. So the first ball hit today is a fly out to center. Greg Myers, who is 3 for 8, 375, with an RBI. Wakefield delivers. There's a line drive, left field. Ramirez is there, 2 out. Reed Johnson, the batter. Reed at 235, no homers and 4 RBI. Wakefield delivers. There's a fly ball, shallow left field that will drop for a base hit. So Delgado stops at third. Johnson on first for Orlando Hudson, who's a red-hot 357, 1 homer and 8 RBI. Wakefield pitches. There's a fly ball to left. Back goes Ramirez. He turns and hits the wall. Delgado will score. Around comes Johnson. Here's the play at the plate. Not in time. So it's a 2-run double for Hudson. And the Blue Jays go ahead 2-0. Chris Gomez, who was 1 for 3, did that up in Boston. 1 double and an RBI. And the Blue Jays strike first tonight, 2-0. Pitch to Gomez is a fly ball to center. Kapler is there to end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. After 2, Toronto 2, Boston nothing. Pokey Reese the batter. Pokey at 205, no homers and 4 RBI. Bellhorn and Miller to follow. Pokey grounds a base hit in the hole and right, and the Red Sox are cooking with gas. Pokey throwing to first. Pokey's back. They're reading each other's minds. Pokey goes for the steal and gets it. I'm surprised Pokey didn't get caught leaning because I called for the steal. So Reese on second, nobody out. Bellhorn the batter. Mark is 0 for 1. He struck out. Here's the pitch. He goes down again. Check swing in there for strike 3. Bellhorn will strike out. Not a leadoff hitter, but we'll chalk this one up for Terry Francona's lack of experience at this point. Bill Miller, the batter. Bill is 0 for 1. Here's a ground ball to short. Gomez flips it over to Delgado for the second out. David Ortiz, the batter. David is 0 for 1. Pitch from Lilly. There's a fly ball to right. Back goes Johnson to the wall and makes the grab on the track. No runs, 1 hits, no errors. We played 2.5. Toronto 2, Boston nothing. So as Timmy starts his 3rd inning, he's given up 2 runs all earned. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs all earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. And believe it or not, that 9 ERA he has today has dropped his seasonal ERA to 9.95. Minnie Pearl will be proud of that somewhere. Frank Colanado struck out in the first. Wakefield struck out the side in the first. Colanado flies this one to center. Kapler's there, 1 out. Eric Hinsky, the batter. Eric is 0 for 1. Ground ball to Bellhorn. Throw to Ortiz, 2 out. Here's Vernon Wells, who also struck out. in the first. Wakefield delivers. There's a ground ball foul. 0-2 to Will. Wakefield delivers. Ball 4. So the second walk from Timmy. Now bring up Delgado, who walked and scored in the second. Here's the pitch. Got him! Strike 3 called, and that's the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Blue Jays strand 1. We played 3. Toronto 2. Boston nothing. So Ramirez, Millar, and Burks to face Lilly here in the fourth. Lilly at 53 pitches, 3 innings, 1 hit, a walk and 4 strikeouts. The Red Sox at no runs, a hit and stranded 3. The Blue Jays 2 runs, 2 hits, and they've stranded 2, no errors. Aside, Wakefield has thrown 61 through 3, and the Red Sox are happy. This is his best start of the year. Manny walked his first time up. Lines out one right to Hudson for the first out. Kevin Millar, the batter. Kevin was hit by a pitch his first time up. Millar hits a fly ball to left center. Back goes Wells. That will grab the wall. The hitting streak goes to 10. Millar is on with a double. So Millar and Pokey reset the 2 hits for Boston. Ellis Burks was struck out. His first time up is the batter. Burks hits a pop-up down the third base side by the Red Sox dugout and out of play. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Burks draws the walk, and Lilly is in a bit of trouble here in the fourth. For Gabe Kapler, who is a pitcher's best friend, Kapler is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and that batting average is sitting at 114. He hits a line drive down the line and left. Millar will score. Burks is going to score. Kapler goes into third on a triple. So never mind the animation there. That ball went all the way down the line, and Coronado picked it up, and Kapler was past second. That was a successful reverse jinx. You are welcome, and we are tied at 2. How about that? So a 2-run triple for Kapler ties us at 2. Here's Mirabelli, who's 0 for 1. Doug hits a line drive, base hit into left field, and the Red Sox get 3 now. As Kapler will score, Mirabelli gets up the single in the RBI, and they'll bring up Pokey Reese, who's 1 for 1 with a single. So Lilly now is scuffling 77 pitches, and there's still only 1 out here in the fourth. The Red Sox have taken the lead, 3-2. Here's the pitch to Pokey, ground ball to Lilly, and it eats him up. So an error. So on a chance with absolutely no speed on first to turn 2, Lilly boots it. And that'll flip the lineup for the third time around now. And I'll start with Mark Bellhorn, who has struck out twice. Pitch to Bellhorn. There's a fly ball to left. Coronado goes back in the corner, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot for Bellhorn makes it 6-2. Get excited on a hot day in the studio. You can probably hear the fan, and that's because the air conditioner died here where we record these videos. To get out of character for a second, and it's a brutal 82, 83 degrees in here. Taping this on September 6th, and it's 80 degrees outside in northern New England. Bill Miller, the batter. Got to get back to the game. Bill Miller is 0 for 2. Red Sox have 6 across here in the fourth, and there's still 1 out. Here's a fly ball to left. Coronado is there, makes the grab. 2 out. For David Ortiz, David is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. First base side. Delgado is there to retire the side, but not before the Red Sox scores 6 runs on 4 hits. After 3 and an error. After 3.5. Boston 6, Toronto 2. Well, Tim Wakefield has been given probably the best situation he possibly could get. Through 3 innings, he's allowed 2 runs on 2 earned runs, 2 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. He's thrown 61 pitches. Josh Phelps, Greg Myers, and Reed Johnson here to bat the fourth. Phelps flies 1 to left center. Kapler's there, 1 out. Kapler moved pretty quick. Here's Myers. Greg is 0 for 1. Fly ball to left center. Back goes Kapler, 2 out. Reed Johnson, the batter. Reed singled and scored in the second. Wakefield delivers. There's a ground ball to Reese. Throws it across to retire to the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. A perfect fourth. After 4, Boston 6 to Toronto 2. Okay, so Manny Ramirez is 0 for 1 with a walk. Did not score in that 6-run inning. Lily has been shellacked. 4 innings, 5 hits. The home run, the 2-run shot from, the 3-run shot from Bellhorn. I didn't give you I forgot to give you the tail of the tape on that. The 2 walks and 4 strikeout. Manny, it's a fly ball to shallow left. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and that will be the afternoon for evening for Lily. Beg your pardon. Kerry Lightenberg comes in right now. So that will do it for Lily. Lightenberg has an ERA of 16.20 in his 0-1. He's thrown 3 innings, allowed 7 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 5. 638 with a 1-6 record and 3 saves, his real life record. Millar is 1 for 1. He doubled and scored. Ramirez on first. The Red Sox are up 6-2 here in the 5th. And that gets away from Myers on the wild pitch. So Mandy's in scoring position for Millar. Millar is ready. Ground ball to short. Gomez throws it across for the out. Ramirez goes to third. 1 out for Burks, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He also has walked and scored. The pitch here is a fly ball to left center. Ramirez will score. Colorado throws it in. Burks holds at first, pardon me. And the Red Sox go up 7-2. Here's Gabe Kapler, who was reverse jinxed into a 2-run triple in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Lightenberg delivers. Fly ball down the line and left. Foul ball. 1-2 the count. To Kapler. Lightenberg delivers. Strike 3 on the outside corner for the 2nd out. That'll bring up Marabelli. Marabelli singled and scored in the 6th. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to left. Colorado is there, and that retires the side. Not before the Red Sox put 1 more on the board on 2 hits, no errors. We're halfway home in Toronto. It's Boston 7, Toronto 2. And as you're watching or listening or taking in this Red Sox recreation game, wherever you are in this wide world, go find yourself a bottle of Narragansett and a neighbor. And then tell your neighbor, howdy neighbor, have a Gansett. But stay home while you do it. All right, you go to the bottom of the 5th. Tim Wakefield has given me his fatigue warning already. 73 pitches through 4 innings. But the Red Sox carry a 5-run lead in Orlando Hudson, who has a 2-run double. And the 2nd is the batter. Wakefield has 73 pitches of a scheduled 105. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to center. Kapler's there, 1 out. 4 to third now for Timmy. 2 runs, both earned, 2 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Chris Gomez is 0 for 1. Gomez hits 1 down the line and left. Manning's there to hold him to a single. So that's the 3rd hit for Toronto. Colorado, the batter, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Throw to first. Gomez is back. Pitch to Colorado. There's a ground ball to Reese. Takes it to second for 1. Over to Ortiz. That's 2. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We played 5 in Toronto. Boston 7, Toronto 2. Pokey Reese, Mark Bellhorn, and Bill Miller to bat here in the 6th. Pokey's 1 for 2 with an RBI. With a run scored, I'm sorry, no RBI. And a single. Lightenberg is already fatigued. Pitch to Pokey. Here's a fly ball into shallow right center, and that's a base hit. So Mark Bellhorn will bat 1 for 3 with that 3-run homer in the 4th that knocked this game open. Pokey goes. The throw down in time. They got him. Oh, he had a 67% chance of pulling that one off. And a nice throw down from Myers, who really has a horrible arm, to Gomez to get Pokey. So it's a 1-0 count to Bellhorn. Here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Pitch to Mark is a strikeout. So a fastball right down Broadway, and that will be it. And because Leitenberg is fatigued, I will allow the change. Valerio de los Santos comes in to pitch. Valerio has no record and no ERA and no picture, apparently. 2 innings, 1 hit. He's walked 4 and struck out 2. In real life, his ERA was Boston, 6.17. 11 innings, 11 hits. He had no record and walked and struck out 10. Miller is 0 for 3. Bill's average is down to 182. If you forget, he was the batting champ on the 9-hole in 2003. Pitch to Miller. He strikes out. Anthony's on a 2-2 pitch. 97 miles an hour fastball, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 5.5, Boston 7, Toronto 2. This is Timmy's deepest performance. Eric Hinsky, Vernon Wells, and Carlos Delgado scheduled up. Eric is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. With the bullpen fully rested thanks to Pedro yesterday. It really can, the magic can happen at any time, but if Timmy can go at least 1 more inning, he will take it. Hinsky hits a ground ball down the line and left. That'll be a single. And I'll bring up Vernon Wells. Vernon walked and has struck out. He's 0 for 1. Pitch to Wells. There's a line drive right to Ortiz, and Hinsky got caught leaning. It's a double play. So then I'll bring up Delgado, who walked and scored and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Here we go. The line drive right to Ortiz to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 6. The Red Sox lead at 7-2. Ortiz, Ramirez, and Millar. David is 0 for 3. De Los Santos delivers, and there's a fly ball to right. Johnson's there, 1 out. Manny Ramirez, the batter. Manny 1 for 2. He has walked, singled, and scored. De Los Santos looking to get through 1 full inning at least. And he delivers the walk to Ramirez. Here's Millar. Kevin is 1 for 2 with the double. A run scored. De Los Santos right at his 20 pitch count. Millar popped up. Gomez is there behind the bag at second. And that's the second out. Ellis Burke's the batter. Ellis is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. A single, strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. And he walks. So that's it for Aquilino Lopez will pitch, and we do have a pitcher. Lopez at 6.75 ERA so far this year with an 0-1 record. 6 innings, 7 hits, a home run. He walked 2 and struck out 4. De Los Santos was responsible for Ramirez and Burks. Kapler, the batter, Gabe tripled in the 4th to tie the game at 2 at that point. Has 2 RBIs and has struck out twice and scored. And hits a line drive, base hit in the left. Manny comes around. Here comes Burke. The throw home in time. They got him. So they gave the green light to advance the runner to third. Burks had an 81% chance of scoring. Colorado threw a BB right to Gomez, who got him. So that's it. 1 run, a couple of hits, and no errors. Stretch time here in Toronto, 8-2 Boston. So I think Wakefield is pretty much down to last at bats. He'll get a base runner. Josh Phelps is 0 for 2. And he plunked him. Well, that will be it for Wakefield. They'll let him pitch to Myers. Myers is 0 for 2. Phelps has no speed. And he got him. A 3-2 knuckler on the outside corner. Now bring up Bree Johnson, who's 1 for 2. He singled and scored. Scored one of the 2 Blue Jay runs in the second. And there's a line drive, left field base hit, and that will do it for Timmy. So 6 1/3 for Timmy, 5 hits, 2 runs all earned. He's responsible for Phelps and Johnson. Walked 2 and struck out 5. Enjoy yourselves while I change pitchers. Well, with everyone available, we'll go with the lefty Lenny Donardo, who has thrown 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout, and has an ERA of 13.5. Hudson, Gomez, and Colorado. Hudson is 1 for 2 at the 2 RBI double in the second. Here's the pitch, ground ball to Bellhorn, and Bellhorn boots it. So what should have been a double play turns into an error. So it was a facial hair back about 10 years ago. Phelps, as you can see, looks like a paintbrush you'd find on one of those Bob Ross specials. And Reed Johnson just looks like he's got some sort of nasty fuller brush on his chin. Here's Chris Gomez, he's 1 for 2. There's a ground ball down the line and left. Phelps will score. Johnson holds at third. That's a single. It's now 8-3. Here's Colorado. He's 0 for 3. See how bad the error will hurt the Red Sox here. Pitch is a ground ball to Bellhorn. They'll go to Reese for 1. Over to Ortiz. They turn it. So they get those 2 for the price of 1 here. It's a 4-6-3 double play. And after 7, the Blue Jays do get 1 more run, but they still trail 8-3. So we can close the book on both the starters. Tim Wakefield, 6 1/3, very good innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. The Bellhorn run was unearned in the 7th. He walked 2 and struck out 5 and threw 114 pitches. Donardo is now in there, and we'll see what happens. Ted Lilly did not pitch that well. 4 innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. The big error coming from Lilly himself. The home run, the big home run by no, it wasn't Burks. It was Mark Bellhorn, a 3-run shot down the line. And he walked 2 and struck out 4 before Leitenberg, De Los Santos, and now Lopez have filled in for the Blue Jays. We go to the 8th. It's Doug Maribelli. He's 1 for 3. He gets hit. So lots of plunkings going on, and I'll bring up Pokey Reese, who was 2 for 3. He singled twice and scored. And he puts 1 down. Hinsky throws over to first. It is in time. It's a sacrifice. So Mirabelli moves to second. Bellhorn now 1 for 4, rather. He is struck out 3 times and homered down the line and left. Draws a walk from Lopez. They'll bring up Miller, who's 0 for 4. With a strikeout. You know he's going to start hitting at some point. He strikes out again, though, on a 2-2 pitch. And that'll bring up Ortiz, who's now in a bit of a slump. He's 0 for 4 today. It's a line drive to right. Johnson's there to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7.5 in the books. It's Boston 8, Toronto 3. Hinsky, Wells, Delgado do up. Hinsky is 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Donardo gets him to strike out on a full count, 1 out. So I'll bring up Wells, who's 0 for 2. Wells, it's a hard ground ball to Miller. Throws to first in time. 2 out. And Delgado the batter. Carlos is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He has also walked and scored. Ground ball right down the line and left. That'll be a base hit. Bernardo good for 30 pitches. 2 outs here in the 8th. Josh Phelps the batter. Josh is 0 for 2 with a run scored. And Bernardo walks Phelps. I'm bringing Greg Myers. I bet there's a pinch hitter here. Nope, Myers was 0 for 3. I don't know why you don't pinch hit there. He'll be 0 for 4 as it's a pop-up to Bellhorn to retire the side. We go to the 9th. It's Boston 8, Toronto 3. 8 runs on 9 hits and an error for Boston. They have straightened 7. Toronto 3 runs on 7 hits and an error. Costly error, and they've straightened 6. Aquilino Lopez will pitch to Manny Ramirez. Manny is 1 for 2. He is singled and scored twice, as he is also walked twice. Popped up. Myers is there. 1 out. Kevin Millar extends his hitting streak to 10 as he doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 3 with a run scored. It's a high fly ball to left. Coronado, though, is there, and that's it. 2 outs. Terry Adams will come in to pitch. Terry has an ERA at 21.21. 0-2 the record. 4 innings, 17 hits. Ouch. A home run. He has walked 5 and struck out 2. 2 outs for Ellis Burks. Burks is 1 for 2. He has singled, scored, and struck out. Driven in a run and walked twice. Burks hits a line drive right field, base hit. I bring up Gabe Kapler, who is 2 for 4. Gabe is doubled, tripled, driven in 3. Scored and struck out twice. And hits a fly ball deep to left. That was Coronado with the line and makes the grounder and this retire to the side. No runs, 1 hits, no errors. We played 8.5. Boston 8, Toronto 3. So Scott Williamson comes in to pitch. He has no record and no ERA. In 5 innings, he's allowed 2 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 5. Dave McCarty comes into play first for David Ortiz. Reed Johnson will bat. He is 2 for 3. A single twice with a run scored. No, he won't. Howie Clark will pinch hit. Howie has not batted this year. Happy 2004, Howie. In real life, he hit .217 with 3 homers and 12 RBI. And he strikes out on a 1-2 fastball to start the 9th. 8-3 Boston, 8 runs on 10 hits and an error. 8 stranded for the Red Sox. 3-7-1 with 6 left on. For Toronto, Orlando Hudson is 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBI. Grounder to McCarty. Takes it himself, 2 out. Chris Gomez is 2 for 3. He likes Red Sox pitching. With a run, with an RBI. 2 singles and an RBI. Never mind, we're going to pinch hit Dave Berg. Berg is 1 for 9 on the year. 111, no homers and no RBI. The computer manages everyone, the non-Red Sox, and I manage the Red Sox. All the lineups are real. So 2 out for Berg. Williams is ready, and it's a strike 3 throw to first, and that's the ball game. A pitch got away from Mirabelli, throw down to McCarty to end the game. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Red Sox take the first 2 of this 3-game set, 8-3. And let's go through the Commodore VIC-20 postgame show lineup. Commodore VIC-20, the computer that your little sister wants to play with because it's so simple, so easy, and you can program it. All right, the Red Sox had the big 6-run fourth off of Ted Lilly, featuring the big 2-run double by Kapler and then the 3-run homer by Mark Bellhorn. They got 6 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 7th. They scored 8 in total on 10 hits and the error by Bellhorn. They go to 7-7. They're back at 500. The Blue Jays, who are 4-10 now, scored 2 in the 2nd and 1 in the 7th. 3 runs on 7 hits and an error. Tim Wakefield picks up his first win of the year. And boy, did they need a good day from him. That is as good as you're going to get from Timmy. 5 fits in that 6 in the 3rd. 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He did not give up a home run. He walked 2 and struck out 5. He only had 99 pitches. Wow, so he pitched well even when he was tired. Donardo and Williamson in yeoman's effort in the bullpen. For the Blue Jays, as we told you earlier, Ted Lilly lit up. 7 runs, 6 earned on 6 hits in 4 innings. Including the home run to Bellhorn. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Lightenberg, De Los Santos, Adams, and Lopez pretty much kept the Red Sox off the board the rest of the way. The Sox strand 8. The Blue Jays stranded 6. Wow, that was really lax. I don't think... Oh, that was hit by pitch. Bellhorn was the only home run of the game. It took 4 hours and 4 minutes to play here in the Dome. So, the Red Sox with a big win, because they've taken 2 out of 3 now against the Blue Jays. They can go for the sweep tomorrow. Until then, this is Ron Zuckett. We'll talk to you later.